.com. But we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna move along to the piece that we kind of gave you a little sneak peek of, that everybody has fallen in love with. We do have matching earrings for this too, but not everybody that gets the ring is gonna be able to get the matching earring. So I'm gonna give you just a little heads up on the earring. We have 70 of the matching earrings, so only 70 people can get that earring. Ask about those, but we're gonna start with this ring. This ring is out of this world, and it was appraised at almost $500. We are doing it for $199. The flex pay on this is under $40, and you are getting the big, bold, beautiful, cushion cut, fancy cut, Labradorite in the center, surrounded by Tsavorite. We'll talk about Tsavorite here in just a little bit. And then the blue Dumortierite. This is what you're seeing here in the background. That's all individually hand carved. So every single one of these is a one-of-a-kind piece because of the fact they're all individually hand carved. Right, Carol?
Okay. Everything about this ring says $5,000, $10,000. Everything but the price. So let me tell you a little bit about my Central Park ring. When you wear this ring will draw people in. When a piece of jewelry draws people in, it draws your own personality out. That is what I love about Rarities, and that is what I love about statement-making jewelry. So I moved, and I get to look at Central Park every single day. For my entire adult life, and even when I was a little girl, my parents used to take me to Central Park, I dreamed, one day, I'm gonna get to look at that park every day. And about a year and a half ago, I was looking at the park, I was standing on top of a building, and I said, gosh, I've got to create a ring that celebrates the majestic beauty of this park. So, that big, gorgeous, amazing Labradorite, and that, by the way, it's an African Labradorite, it's 12 by 16 millimeters. If you see all the iridescent blue and gray in it, that is created to mimic the skyline of New York when you're staring at Central Park. You see the Hearst Tower. Hearst magazine said the most beautiful, mirrored, tallest tower by Central Park. So that's all the buildings. Then you're gonna look at that green Tsavorite. That green Tsavorite represents all those magnificent trees, because in New York City to have trees and grass is so exceptional and unusual. And the arabesque shape, which is the most beautiful feminine shape throughout history, that just represents the miles and miles and miles that park goes on with gorgeous green grass and trees. And then you're looking at that gorgeous hand-carved, you know, we call the Dumortierite, we call it the blue denim gemstone. And it's a more glossy alternative to lapis. So people said, why didn't you use lapis? And I felt that the gold flecks and the lapis were going to fight with all of that incredible green garnet. You know, Tsavorite is today one of the most coveted gemstones in the world of collectors. And people keep posting on my Instagram and my Facebook pages, I can't believe that you're getting Tsavorite. It is incredibly difficult to be able to use Tsavorite. And actually, if you go into a lot of the jewelry stores in your neighborhoods on Main Street, even go online, you'll see very little Tsavorite out there because it is a green garnet and it is so incredibly rare.
Well, and to be able to do this at $199, because as I said, every single one is a custom piece. Every single piece of Labradorite is cherry-picked, it's hand-selected. Each piece of that Dumortierite is absolutely hand-carved. And to Carol's point, the Tsavorite, that beautiful green garnet that actually comes from Tanzania, in the same place that you get your beautiful Tanzanite, which we'll be talking about that beautiful Tanzanite coming up. If you are looking for a custom-created, one-of-a-kind, beautiful work of art, like Carol said, it looks like thousands of dollars. It looks like something you would see at an auction house.
It absolutely does. And I gave you the gold prongs. So you have black rhodium in here, and then you've got your 14 karat gold over silver prongs. And the reason I did that is because I wanted you to be able to wear this ring all the time. This is your everyday statement ring, just like the park is there every single day in New York City. So you can wear this with your gold jewelry, your gold Vermeil jewelry, your gold plate jewelry. You can wear this with your silver jewelry. You can wear this with your black beads and black pearls. And because of the quality, I want to talk about the quality of the Labradorite in this piece. The fact that the blue Dumortierite is pulling, look at it, is pulling out the blues. The Tsavorite is pulling out the greens, and the gold prongs. Look at what's happening to that Labradorite. Look, do you see it? Hello, this is not fake. This is real. We're not shining something on this Labradorite. Right. That golden sheen that's coming out of it, That is Mother Nature's gift to us. So that's why I love putting the gold prongs on there. I love the way that we're getting blues, we're getting greens. And what about the shape? Can we just talk about how incredibly feminine and desirable the shape is? You know, it would be easy to create a ring like this and just make it one big rectangular blob. You know, that's not very difficult. But to be able to have our craftsmen create this kind of designer gallery, this halo, this frame, the arabesque shape throughout history, it's an Arabic or a Moorish shape, has represented the most beautiful, feminine, timeless design. I can't say enough about how special I feel when I wear this ring. I can't say enough about how many compliments I get when I wear this ring. But more important than anything else, I can't tell you how good I feel when I wear this ring. Because when I wear a piece of jewelry that makes me feel sophisticated, I know that no one else is gonna have it, except for any of you that purchase this ring today, or all of you that purchase it. You're gonna be the only ones in the United States or any place else in the world that has my Central Park ring. And have you been to Central Park? Do you covet going? Do you love the park? This is your piece of New York. I'm a New York girl, and this is your piece of New York. This was designed and created in New York City for you. The gemstones are from all over the world.
Okay, we're gonna wrap this up. We're gonna leave it available for you. We do have the final few. I still have every single size though, so that's the good